I just failed to look at the warning signs that were right in front of us and failed to understand that market. TaKorean is 9 years old. So we started in the back of a 1985 Ford step van. It's like a UPS truck, essentially, a box van. We had it completely built out custom for our concept and launched in August of 2010. Throughout the course of our business, we've grown from food truck to fixed locations into food halls and food courts. In 2014, 2015, 2016, the 3 stores we had open previously were doing like 20% year over year, 35% year over year. But in the course of growing a business, you're going to encounter challenges. And we had that challenge just a few years ago. We were really ready to open a store. We had built our operations to a point where we really felt like we could sustain growth. We had a lot of good talent operating our restaurants, and we rushed into a real estate deal on a space. We had excellent architects. They did the best store build we'd ever had. Sourcing tiles from Mexico. You know, we were inspired by our travels to Mexico and Korea. We had at the time 3 stores that were very successful, and the 4th was really going to springboard us to 5, 6, 7, and 8. And then you open and the sales don't come. And you start to realize, wow, this street really maybe isn't what I thought this street was. And you think, okay, well, the metro's closed across the street. When the metro opens, it'll be okay. Oh, well, when this other business comes to the market, that'll help the real estate here. Simultaneously, the existing stores stagnated. We had this store open for 18 months. First 6 months to a year, we were feeling like, okay, we're gonna see this through. And about 6 months before we closed, it became clear that this will sink the company if we don't figure out how to deal with this. Instead of letting that run us into the ground, we slowly had to make a very hard decision to try and close it. We have lots of high-level team members who were invested in the project. They loved the project. They said, no, we can do it. We just need to do more marketing. We need to do more of this. We can float this for 2 more years. The neighborhood will turn. And I just knew that it wasn't gonna happen. I lost belief, not in our brand, but in that store location. And it became to the point where, you know, we just had to reach out to the landlord and try to negotiate an exit. And as it turned out, if we hadn't negotiated that exit, we probably wouldn't be in business. I think it's a real wake-up call, and you're just sitting there like, man, how did we get here? You know, we were supposed to be opening store 6 right now. You know, we had bank loans that were lined up for us that were pre-approved, and the pre-approvals lapsed and they were no longer pre-approved. And we really just had to think about how we were gonna restructure. The feeling of freeing yourself of something that doesn't work gives you so much more motivation to push forward for the future. Just about immediately after closing that store, we restructured the corporate office and we're cash flow positive again. The lesson is about having a sense of humility, being adaptable, and recognizing what's working and what's not. And I think that everybody needs to focus on growth, certainly, but focusing on saving what you've built behind you can be equally as important.